Alright, I'm pointing in this direction for a reason that will become clear in a moment. I got a call from one of my customers. In fact, I got a call from 3 of the family members. You know, I like to get them all at once. The mother phoned me and said, "Hey Gary, just had my wheel alignment done. They tell me I need 2 new rear hubs on my Nissan Altima." Okay, fine, I'll do that for you. I can fit it in, and gave her a date. Then I got a call from her husband. "Hey Gary, I've just discovered that I need a new mount on the rear of my engine." Okay, fine, get the part and I'll do that for you. Then I had this one. This is from a Jeep Grand Cherokee. "Hey Gary, I got a problem. I'm not sure what it is. There's bits flying around. I got no steering. There's a lot of noise and it's very hard to drive. Can you help?" "Well, yeah, sure, I can help. You know, get the vehicle towed here, and it will be here tomorrow, and I'll work on it and I'll show you that." So anyway, he brought me a present to show me there was a big noise and he wasn't sure what it was. That's what he brought me. Yeah, and those of you that know cars know that that is, well, part of the harmonic balancer or damper. And the rubber has just given up the look at it. Yeah, it's given up. It said no. I told him I could glue it back on, or you know, use some some JB weld, and yeah, I'll be fine. Apparently he wasn't amused by that. So I've ordered a new one of these dampers and a new belt. I don't even know where the belt is. It may still be in the vehicle. I'm not going to mess with it. You don't do that when the belt is, you know, gone through that punishment. No wonder he had bits of crap flying. That must have made a hell of a noise. So let's get on and show you what I discovered when I got to the vehicle. This is what the damper should really look like. You know, it's a one-piece item. As you can see, it is machined and a perfect fit on the car. So therefore, you are going to need something to get it off. That something is 27019 Harmonic Balancer Puller Kit. Comes complete with all the bits in it you need. Yeah, the bits that are missing are on the car at the moment because I'm about to pull it off. But let me show you that. Okay, this is obviously the view from underneath the car, and the harmonic balancer puller in place. And I happen to have lots of center pieces that are different lengths. You may have a problem with that if you don't. Now, you will note that it fits nicely in this area of the fan. The fan itself has this big gap between 2 of the blades, which is very helpful for this job because it gives you room to put shit in. You can see when the piece came off, it caused a bit of damage here and a bit up there. Oops, sorry, a bit up there. Hopefully that won't cause a leak. It looks like, no, this is goo or something, so maybe previously it's been leaking, although not a lot. Once you've got the tool on, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what size nuts these are because that's pointless. It'll be different depending on the tool you get, but you get it from your local AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whoever, and they rent them for free. I mean, you pay for them, and then when you return them, they give you your money back. So I'm going to start cranking this. Yes, the belt is still there, and I'll just watch this gap, and hopefully it will increase, because if it doesn't, I'm up shit creek. Whilst I was under here, I did notice oops, Hang on a second, I've got to turn you the right way up. Jeez, sorry about this, guys and girls. That is one collapsed motor mount. Looks like that's a pain to replace. I will let the customer know we're not doing it today, and you don't replace one, you replace two. In other words, one this side and one the other side. So I'll let him know about that, but that's completely fucked, which is not good for the engine and everything else. Okay, oh, the nut in the center of the, I'm sorry, let me twist you around again. The nut in the center of that damper is a 19mm. At least it is on this vehicle. Hopefully it would be the same on your vehicle if it's the same as this. All right, so I'm going to crank this now. I can't hold the camera and crank it at the same time, so I'll come back and show you when it's partially off so that you'll know what to be looking for. So the gap here at the moment is, I don't know, quarter of an inch. Yeah, I work in Imperial, not like this metric shit. So let's go. Okay, now here is the part, well, the fella part. I made a huge mistake, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But first let me give you a hint, or a couple of hints. Hang on. This is one thing I do. When you get the belt from the shop, they often bind them up tight, lots of tight loops, so I just leave it hanging. I'm fortunate it's in the sun, so it relaxes it a lot more, makes it easier when you go to put it on. It's not fighting you with bends. Now when pulling this off, I often use washers because of these shoulders on the not the shoulders, the washer on the nut on the bolt. I'm not always happy with, so I use these. Now I was struggling to get this piece off, and do bear in mind as to why this one had failed, and I was left with this on the car. Okay, no big deal. So I put the washers on, wound the bolts in, and started cranking on this, and it was going great, and then, oh boy, did it get really tight. And I thought, well, maybe it's this that's causing the problem, because it was a little snug. So I greased it all up, I took it all off, and I thought, nah, Gary, maybe them washers are twisting it at an angle, and that's the problem. So I took the washers off of the bolts and put them back in, and don't forget, when you do this, you put them, you know, you snug them right up to the shoulder, that way the plate is level on this damper. So as I said, I'm cranking away, and it will not come. I get to a point where it even turns the engine. Oh, fucking hell, something's wrong here, and I'm struggling. I really was struggling with it, and I'm getting a pry bar in there to hold the engine still and working away at it. And those of you that know me know that I try and be honest as I can with my mistakes, and this was one I made, and it was dumb. I just wasn't paying attention to what I'm doing. And if you're observant, right now you'll see what the problem was. I'll give you a few moments. Where do you think it was? It's right in front of your face. Yeah, I got the puller on here, and I've got the centerpiece pushing right on that bolt. Yeah, there's a little problem with that. I've still left the washer on. What does the washer do? It pushes on this. Yes, this is what I should have done. Then the bolt there, in the middle, on the crank, it came right off. What a fucking dildo. Huh? Yeah, and you know, in my defense, no excuse, but in my defense, I thought, oh well, that's all off, so I need to worry about it. Idiot. What a fucking idiot. So there you go. You know, take the bolt out, put the washer to one side, put the bolt back in, crank it up, and off she comes. Fuck my old boots, eh? Hey, so there you go. That was my mistake. Rookie mistake. I've been doing cars for years and years. Well, 50 years at least. Crap. Oh well. Hope you are now rolling in the aisles laughing at my stupidity. I will remember to use the washer when I put it back on, I promise you. Because that's needed. Alright, now it's your turn. Go out in that garage and do some shit.